Hi all, out at the field today with Convincer, who I haven't flown in a long time. She's my only plane really with all 4 channels, and I kind of missed having 4 channels, so I've taken her down off the wall, taken off her landing gear, which was just kind of extra weight, I wasn't using it, and put on a bit more of the leading edge I kept chopping up when it got wrinkly. So I'm going to zoom her around a bit. Lovely sunny day. Quite a bit of wind coming in now. Ooh, you can see how one of her wingtips kind of curls up from all the crashes she's had. It's not great. Oh, it's nice having a little bit of rudder. Trying to learn to do like proto knife edge or sort of exhibition pass where you're kind of slightly a knife edge. This is going better than it was before. It's just tricky remembering to use the elevator to keep her straight, given the elevator becomes the rudder when you're sideways. And we'll pass around the field. Tracking along real nice. She's very flippy and floopy. Arrest a wire. I managed to fly under that a few times recently, but it's a bit of a lottery. Haven't got long on this battery, sadly, and I left my squeaky beeper at home, so don't know how long I can fly, but I might chuck her on the 2-cell after this and get a little bit more zooming in. Yes, there we go, that's under the wire, and scrape the ground. It's fun going back and forth with the absurdly overpowered elevator and the occasional ground skim. She's just a really fun aircraft. Passed behind the wire there. Yes! There we go. Now I can be happy. And a sort of not very good... Oh, wow! Accidental under the wire. And a sort of not very good hammerhead at the top as well. Maybe a little bit of inverted high alpha. Oh, she's beautifully stand still in the wind and inverted because she's got the big vert underneath. Culbert into Cobra. Fly into the sun, blind self. Business as usual. There we go. It's a good catch. A little bit more flying, then I'll switch to the 2-cell. Everything's running out of battery today. My radio is about to die as well. Whoa, I didn't think I was going to get her out of that one. There we go. Nice to get an inverted catch in. Is good playing. We'll call that the last of that battery. I don't want to cook it. Pause the video and put in the 2-cell and have some sedate fun. Full throttle all the time with this battery and no risk of overstressing the motor or the airframe because it's really underwhelming, but it's fun. And it's not that bad in terms of power. I mean, the real bombers did it with a sort of 0.3 to 1 thrust to weight ratio, so I shouldn't really be complaining about a 0.8 to 1 or something. This means I've got to fly like she's made of aeroplane and not made of lies. Shame the sun's gone behind a cloud. Typical, when I try and do a tail slide I only get hammerheads. When I try and do a hammerhead I get tail slides. I'm in half rates. No, I'm in full rates. The glide's not bad. And she can still power out of it, she's just not able to do the ridiculous hovery stuff she could do before. And if I stall her at the top of a culvert, then she does go into the ground because she doesn't have the raw thrust to recover. But if she has enough height, she sometimes does. Let's try a few. Heh. Whee! Whoop! Not quite enough height, but it just turned into hilarity. I do like a turn radius. Let's go for the wire. Whoops! Embarrassing sound, and she came to a halt on the canvas. I didn't make her engine nacelles quite tall enough to make the prop clear the ground. That will be a modification on future ones. The next one will have a fully enclosed underside, like Pointy that I made back in the day, and like the F22 I made for my friend. In fact, I'm thinking of sticking an underplate on this one to see if that kind of ruins her thrust or anything. Hairy takeoff, but it'll do. Flopping her around a bit too much now. I should probably take it easy. The number of times I've done that. I think the problem is that watching her go doing on the wire is almost as fun as actually successfully getting her under the wire. Poor aeroplane. What a terrible pilot you have. I don't know how you put up with it. Everybody loves a wheels pointing up takeoff. Coordinated turns inverted are kind of tricky for me. I'm not very used to them. That's more like a hammerhead. Oh, unintentional touch and go. One problem with her being pretty much tail heavy now is that she does tuck in a dive, and I often don't allow for that. That was a nice within own length Immelman. Let's see if we can do a good run through the wire this time. Ah, nope. Sorry, failing to keep off the grass. Ooh, that broke the battery loose. When she banked against the wind, it rolled her over there. So that didn't seem like a usual mishap. What did she dent? Okay, the starboard leading edge ripped the battery out. How bad's the damage? Wrinkles. And my radio's going beep beep beep, you're going to die. So I'm going to call it on its bluff there. Yos! I really hope that got captured. Beautiful. Right, one more run. Almost made it. And the wind is getting up, as you'll see. Whoa, not a lot of that was commanded. She's still behaving quite nicely. Nope. Yes, that felt almost on purpose and reliable. Alright, I'd better land her and put this whole entourage to bed, because everything's running out of batteries. That's very low. Transmitter voltage, 4 volts. I smooched the plane. It's a good plane. Poor plane. The things I put her through.